what is hyaline fibers? Hyaline fibers are both thread-like materials that can be used for a variety of purposes, but hair is the fine thread-like strands growing from the skin of humans, mammals, and some other animals, while fibers are defined as the smallest part of the textile materials. So hyaline fibers are very important when it comes to crime investigation because it involves with physical contacts, and particles are often transferred among the victim, suspect, weapon, and other objects. Knowledge on the proper collection and handling of these evidentiary items are therefore highly necessary. So, when we talk about hair, it's made of keratin, a protein that contains sulfur. It has many physical properties, including elasticity, that can shrink up to 20 to 30% when dry and up to 50% when wet. And number 2 is strength, and the last is the structures. When we talk about the fibers, are often used as trace evidence in forensic investigations because they can be easily shed. Fiber analysis can examine properties like structures, color, chemical composition, and hair and health.
Body such as armpits, chest, legs, and public area and hair surrounding any wounds on the body. Stored separately according to location and marks its receptacle with your initial and date and exhibit number. So, pwede tayong mag-collect ng hair sample sa mga nabanggit na different parts of the body, such as sa kamay, sa kilikili, chest, legs, yung mga yon. And to store separately, pwede tayong gumamit ng pillbox, yung may compartment para ilagay doon isa-isa yung mga hair samples. Tapos, i-secure din natin to avoid yung magtatanggal sila. So, dapat nakaseparate siya in a container with a compartment. Gathered as comparison standard, any article of clothing or fabric which might have come in contact with the suspect. So, kapag nag-check tayo ng hair strand or i-check din natin yung mga damit or possible na pwedeng nadikit sa katawan ng tao or merong naiwan na hair strand sa damit na yon. Pwede natin yun i-collect for comparison sa mga na-collect natin mismo sa body ng suspect.
Rules in evidence searching. The rules of evidence are crucial in evidence searching. Ang rules of evidence ay pinakamahalaga in terms of searching evidence as they ensure the reliability, fairness, and efficiency. Dapat yung investigator ay mapagkakatiwalaan at fairness dapat pantay-pantay lang, and then yung efficiency of legal proceeding dapat walang sagabal sa pag-iimbestiga para matapos agad. And then the important rules of searching for evidence at crime scene, particularly after an armed assault. Ito naman yung pag-search ng case of armed assault. Then these rules as a framework for determining what evidence is admissible in court. Ito naman yung dapat yung investigator ay may plano para malaman yung mga evidence na pasok sa court or admissible in court. Then yung example of armed assault is weapon retrieval. The most crucial piece in evidence is the weapon itself. Ito yung pinaka common sa case of armed assault, yung pinaka number 1 evidence which is weapon. This is especially true for firearms as they often have unique markings, scratches, and fingerprint that can help identify the attackers. Yung naiwang firearms sa pinangyarihan ng krimen ay may naiwang evidence like markings, scratches, or fingerprints mula sa attackers. That's why that evidence can lead the suspect. Then other example, projectile and cartridge analysis. The investigator looks for bullets and empty casing Ito naman yung mga basyo ng bala. The bullet's trajectory path can help that determine the attacker's position. Para yung casing ng bullet ay kailang i-examine para malaman yung location ng attackers or suspect, and the same time para malaman kung gaano kalayo yung victim from the suspect. That's why the bullet or the casing can lead also the suspect.
Gunshot residue testing. To confirm if someone fired a gun, test their clothing or the victims for gunshot residue. This test can also indicate how far away the gun when it was fired. GRT is a form of testing that, for example, a detective can use. Gagamit sila ng special test na sa paraang ito ay malalaman nila kung sino at kung mayroon bang nagpaputok ng baril sa lugar. There is this stuff that we call GSR na galing sa baril at malaking isang senyales na mayroong nagpaputok ng baril. Ito ay makikita sa damit, kamay, sa iba't ibang space ng lugar o di naman kaya ay sa katawan mismo ng tao. This can also found in other people's body kahit hindi sila ang nagpaputok. So it is important that the person involved in testing this ay isang magaling at maingat sa pagkilatis nito. Dahil maaaring mag-cause ng isang pagkakamali na magdudulot ng maling impormasyon. To conclude this, gunshot residue testing is a way to know when, where, and who pulled the trigger. This can also a way to know kung gaano kalayo o kalapit ang pagkalabit ng tao sa baril sa pinagputukan nito.
Other weapon evidence. If other weapons were used, knives, blunt objects, carefully collect them. They might have blood, hair, or fibers that link the attackers to the crime.
Kung mayroon namang ibang weapon na ginamit sa crime, this might have other evidences like blood, hair, fingerprint, or even their saliva that can lead to know who is the attacker or who was responsible for the crime. But we have to be careful with these evidences because it can also lead us into a situation where the attacker may have some other way to get out of the case. Maaaring pinahiran ito ng ibang dugo o ibang parte ng iba pang tao upang madiin na siya ang may gawa nito. Sa pamamaraang ito, the real suspect can easily get rid from this situation at may ibang inosente ang madadamay. So in a nutshell, other weapon evidences are the things that attacker used to do the crime. This can lead the authorities to solve the case, but it can also lead to the other person's life in prison.
The goal of an arson investigation is to find out where the fire started, which is called the point of origin. Knowing this spot is important because it can give clues about how the fire began and whether it was started on purpose or by accident. At the spot where the fire might have started, the investigator needs to check if there are any objects that don't belong there. This could include things like traces or smells of flammable materials such as gasoline. They should also look for unusual colors in the ashes and see if any fire safety equipment in the building has been changed or tampered with.
Chemical evidence. If accelerant were used, investigators look for containers at the scene or in nearby disposal areas. Ang chemical evidence, kung may mga gamit na accelerant, hinahanap ng mga investigador ang mga lalagyan sa lugar ng sunog o sa mga kalapit na lugar kung saan pwedeng itapon ang mga ito. Halimbawa, kung may nakita silang isang basyo ng gas can sa likod ng bahay, mas malaki ang posibilidad na ginamit ito para magsimula ang sunog. Electrical investigation. Electrical outlets, connection, and fuse box are checked for evidence of electrical fire origin. Burn patterns are analyzed to track the fire's spread and identify intensely heated areas. Ang electrical investigation ay tinitignan ng mga investigador ang mga saksakan, connection at fuse box para makita kung may mga palatandaan na nagsimula ang apoy dahil sa kuryente. Sinusuri rin nila ang mga burn pattern para malaman kung saan kumalat ang apoy at kung saan ang mga lugar na sobrang init. Halimbawa, kung may nakita silang nasunog na wiring o isang depektibong saksakan, mas malaki ang posibilidad na nagsimula ang apoy dahil sa kuryente. Entry point. The investigation includes determining the criminal's entry route, considering the possibility of forced entry, broken windows or doors. Tool marks and other related evidence are sought. Ang entry point ay sinusuri ng mga investigador kung paano nakapasok ang mga kriminal, kung may mga palatandaan na pilit na pinasok ang bahay tulad ng mga sirang bintana o binto. Hinahanap din nila ang mga bakas ng mga gamit tulad ng mga palakol o screwdriver. Ay halimbawa, kung may nakita silang mga basag na bintana o mga bakas ng pry bar sa pinto, mas malaki ang posibilidad na pilit na pinasok ang bahay.